What is up, my alphas? Today, I'm going to show you 7 mental hacks to instantly make you more confident. So stay tuned. Today, I'm going to teach you the secret. He's got lost.
Yeah.
Guys, look at that. Great album. Number 1, my alphas. You need to be pushing through your self-limiting beliefs. As children, we always thought that we can conquer the world. We believed anything is possible because we never have been told otherwise. But as we grow up and become adults, our enthusiasm and our big dreams get squashed because parents, teachers, friends start imposing their own beliefs into you about what you can and can't do in life. Although it maybe seems simple for me to tell you, it's actually kind of difficult to start doing. You need to find your limits by exposing yourself to different situations, and you need to push the uncomfortableness. I want you to say yes. I want you to say yes to every opportunity that you have. Well, probably not every opportunity. Don't be the yes man in that movie. But what I'm trying to say is, I want you to start to be more open to opportunities that you have. I want you to start saying yes to as many things as you can. Opportunities open up new paths and new experiences that may change your life one day. See, just picture this. One day, you and your friend Ralph. Hey, what's up, Ralph? Ralph asks you to go to the movies so you can watch the new Avengers. I really want to watch Avengers, by the way. But he wants you to see the new Avengers. But you're already snuggled in bed with your PJs on, all warm and cozy, all toasty, and you're just too lazy to get out. Well, let me tell you this. If you don't go to the movies, you never get that opportunity to meet that little sexy senorita that happens to be sitting to the seat next to you. But wait, before I get ahead of myself, you haven't even talked to that little sexy baby that's sitting right next to you. And you haven't even gone to the movies to even meet that little sexy baby. But that little voice in your head that's always putting you down, always stopping you, always limiting you from maximizing your potential, that little voice in your head that is keeping your chub down instead of you missing the entire 3-hour movie, making out with your sexy new baby, you were forced to keep your legs crossed to hide your... You end up watching the entire movie without even talking to her. Number 2, never confuse memory with facts. Our memory loves to focus on the negative things in life. It doesn't store information exactly as it's presented to us. You see, instead, we extract the gist of experiences and store it in ways that kind of makes more sense to us. So maybe that time you took that girl out for dinner and you farted in front of her. Kind of embarrassing. But instead of reflecting back on that day about how you met that girl of your dreams and went skinny dipping at the lake and you took her back to your house but you remembered you farted in front of her and you're still embarrassed to this day, and that memory of farting in front of your dream girl still haunts you today. So what I want you to do is that I need you to recognize that your memory does not always provide you with accurate information. If you have low self-esteem, your brain always tends to store information that confirms your lack of confidence, guys. You see, that will be all you remember about a specific event, that your lack of confidence, any explanation that results in your lack of confidence. So next time you start reflecting about farting in front of your crush, I want you to, instead of doing that, I want you to write down how your day went. And I mean the entire day with that Sexy baby. That's sexy mama. I want you to write down how it felt skinny dipping for your first time with your lady friend. Write about how you took her back to your place and did math homework. And how much fun you had doing your math homework. Don't worry, nobody is going to see it, guys. It's for you. All that this is accomplishing here is really just getting a more accurate perspective of that event. This way you can really understand and really just dismiss those negative things that are keeping you focused on that event. Number 3, and I do this a lot, talk to yourself, guys. See, this might seem crazy, but it actually works. Talking to yourself can make you smarter, improve your memory, help your focus, and also really increase your athletic performance. You see, I have to admit, before I do any heavy rep in the gym, I motivate myself by saying, "Don't be a pussy!" And I get those reps in, guys. Alright? You see, back when I was really into the military, for my paintball team and my airsoft team, I used to read a lot, and I mean a lot, about the Navy SEALs, the Special Forces, PJs, even the Spetsnaz. And I read a couple of articles about how they use their power of positive self-talk as a way of getting through those hard, excruciating times. Like that Navy SEALs drown-proofing test. Bro, that shit's insane. They drown you. But those people in there are constantly talking to themselves. Don't be a pussy. Now, they're like, I got this, all right? They're constantly motivating themselves in their mind to push through it. That self-motivation is extremely powerful. Now, guys, don't get me wrong. I don't want you screaming at yourselves, "Don't be a pussy!" I don't want you to do that all the time. I want you to be positive. Because the way you talk to yourself actually influences your neural responses. Guys, science, come on. When you say, "I know what I need to do here," or see things as a challenge rather than a problem, it turns your response over that obstacle into a positive one. Which brings me into number 4, guys. I want you to think positive and overcome your negative mentality. Overcome that negative bias you have in your mind. You see, being more positive has really changed my life. I remember in high school being a sad sack and always feeling like the world's out to get me. Everyone's against me. It sucked, guys. But around my sophomore year of high school, I kind of learned the trick to staying happy and being happy. Now, guys, this isn't a tough one. But the trick to staying happy and being more happy is actually just to stay positive. Since then, I gave every one of my friends, when I was walking through the halls, a high five, guys. Woo! And I walked to class. Everybody gave me high fives. Everybody gave me a handshake. Everybody dabbed me and shit. And my positivity was actually extremely infectious. Everybody knew my name. Everybody wanted to give me a little dab. Everybody wanted to hang out. It was extremely infectious. Girls, trust me, girls love it. So guys, next time you have some negative thought in your mind, I want you to do this. I want you to come up with 5 positive thoughts to counter every single one negative thought, okay? Now let every positive thought that you come up with sit in your mind for about 20 seconds before moving on to the next one. I want you to acknowledge both good and bad emotions. You see, I don't want you to try and suppress the negative ones, because if you try to suppress it, you put too much power, too much dialogue into the negative things, and it kind of overpowers it. So I want you to just come up with 5 things to overpower that negative one thing you're thinking about. And I want you to move on, guys. Move the F on. Bring me to number 5. Raise your curiosity levels. Curiosity did not kill my roommate's cat, Oliver. Curiosity is actually the foundation of lifelong growth, guys. If we remain curious, we remain teachable, and our minds and hearts grow larger every day. We can retain our beginner's mind by always looking forward and discovering new experiences and uncovering new information. Trust me, guys, by being curious, it will make your mind more active instead of positive. By being more curious, it will encourage you to be more observant of new ideas. By being curious, it will open you up to new worlds and possibilities to eventually pave your life's journey. By being curious, it will create an adventurous response that leads you in a new direction. Number 6, my alphas. I want you to overcome self-doubt. All right? Overcome self-doubt. I don't want to hear, guys. I don't want to hear you playing the victim. Everybody's out to get me. That was before you. That was the past you. That was the beta you. Alphas accept responsibility, and they never play that blame game that everybody hates to hear about. This victim mentality makes you more likely to be affected by life obstacles. Think about it, guys. If you lack self-confidence, you will always feel like you're at the mercy of other people. No one but you is stopping you from achieving what you want to accomplish. It's time to identify the areas in which you doubt yourself and remove those barriers. Throw those barriers away, guys. A complete mentality change like this can actually be pretty hard sometimes and fearful. Which brings us to number 7. Face your fears, bros and gals, my alphas, no longer betas. I want you to face your fears. You see, when we feel in control, we're not afraid. When we have a level of comfort with something, it's not scary anymore. It's like a scary movie, for example. I have yet to find a movie that actually scares me. Besides that typical jump scare here and there. You see, I haven't come out of a movie theater since I was like 12, watching Insidious at 3 a.m. and actually feel like someone is watching me as I walk, or even feel the slightest bit creeped out. You see, this is because, back to number 1, our minds are on overdrive when we're kids. We believe everything. This is because we know that by watching a movie, we are actually in no harm. You see, if we have movies where we're actually in it getting hurt, then we will feel scared. Although, when we don't feel in control, we don't think clearly because our emotional brain is in the driver's seat and it starts to take over. This is why fear often seems random and irrational, because our emotions are in control. You see, just like the army is trained to move closer to the threat, you may have to put yourself in these uncomfortable positions to make yourself more adaptable and ready for these fearful situations. You see, I'm not saying go wrestle a 500-pound grizzly bear, but what I am trying to say is, like before, is to not be afraid to say yes to things. Live uncomfortable experiences. Go through new things. Go cliff jumping, guys. Skydive. Ask a freaking girl out. But don't try to fight a grizzly bear, guys. That's not going to work. I'm sorry. No matter how alpha you are, this thing's like 500 pounds. You're screwed no matter what. Alright, guys. Thank you so much for watching this far. Please show your support by liking this video. I work really hard to make this content for you guys to really help you alpha your lifestyle. And I don't want you to miss out any future videos. So, as always, train sane, train alpha, guys. Peace out, baby. Woo!